Hi everyone, it's Ash here. Hope you're okay. Haven't done a review for a while, so here we are. Browsing the shelves of John Lewis today, and I come across this Manhattan Freesat receiver, and it's end of line. These aren't being made anymore, but Manhattan have always had a good reputation in the satellite receiver area, and I thought to myself, do you know what? It's only £40, as you can see there. And it's a really compact satellite receiver, so going to unbox it, plug it in, give it a whirl, and if you're interested, then feel free to watch the video. So here we go with the unboxing. Right, so when we open the box here, what have we got? We've got user guides. Really compact satellite receiver there. We'll come back to that in a second. SCART phono adapter. HDMI cable. Phono cables there. Battery's brilliant. Power brick, and the remote control. I mean, to be honest with you, £40 to get all of that stuff, I mean, that's pretty generous. I mean, considering these days you can struggle to get a mobile phone with a charging plug with it. Anyway, but let's I'll just unwrap the receiver here and let's have a look at what the connections are in some more detail. Right, so here's the receiver. So really compact there. Some sort of panel there. I presume there'll be some LEDs or something, some feet on the underneath, and then at the back there, so satellite input, Ethernet, HDMI, that's for your phonos, and then power brick. So let's get it all plugged in. Right, so I've plugged everything in, and as you can see, it's a really small box. I mean, you've got the actual remote control is bigger than it. Sat on top of an old Sky multi-room box, and you've got some other Sky boxes there just for some context, and then here's the Sky Q Mini. So as you can see, it is a really compact box, but anyway, let's turn it on. Right, so as you can see here, I've got the cable plugged in, so we're going to press OK to get going. Let's see what happens. Right, let's set up the Wi-Fi. Searching for Wi-Fi networks. This is really impressive because I didn't know that this receiver came with Wi-Fi. So I'm just going to select my Wi-Fi network. Right, so I've typed in the Wi-Fi password. So there we go. That's all good. I'm connected to the internet, which is good. Interesting that it never recognised the Ethernet cable there, but interesting. Right, so do I agree the privacy policy? So I suppose I've got to, really, haven't I? So let's say yes. Right, so we're searching for a satellite signal now. That's good news. Right, so let's continue. Right, so now I've got to enter my postcode. Interesting. I wondered if it would just stop after I'd type the sector in, but it seems to want the full postcode there. Right. So searching for channels now. That's pretty standard. So there we go. It should be pretty quick because all of the information is stored on the same transponder. So right, so let's create my PIN then. This remote control is not good. But then again, it is only £40, I suppose, so you can't be too critical of it. Right, there we go. So I've typed my PIN in. Let's see what happens now. But yeah, that's what I love about these Freesat boxes. They're so, you know, I mean, a lot of people are going to have satellite connections already. So, you know, these are so straightforward to install. Assuming you've got the old style LMB. Obviously, if you just come off of Sky Q and you don't have a hybrid LMB, then you might have a bit of an issue. But swapping it over is a fairly straightforward job for any competent satellite installer. Right, so let's press OK to finish. Well, there we go. News at 10, the first channel. So let's just see, we're going up and down through the channels. Yeah, so you've got a pretty basic little info bar at the bottom there. So that's good. It's not particularly the fastest at changing channels, but I mean, it's good enough. I mean, if I just keep skipping, it scrolls through the list and then it eventually catches up. So that's all good. And let's see what the program guide looks like. Yeah, so that's a nice touch, because the telly that we're actually watching this on is a Freesat telly and it can't display the television whilst we are going through the guide. So the fact that this can do that is a nice touch. I'm just going to mute the television. There we go. But yeah, as we scroll through here, yeah, all the programs are there. I presume these probably get downloaded off the internet perhaps. But yeah, going up and down the list, I can step up and down by pressing the channel up and down buttons, so that's very good. Yeah, and then just press select to view a program. So really, really nice. Yeah, really nice interface. Pretty straightforward. Can view more info there. So that's good. How do I get out of that? There we go. Press the return button. Menu. So what have I got here? So TV guide, reminders, channels, settings. Yeah. So it's pretty much everything you want on here. I mean, for £40, it's a pretty decent box. And just going through some of the other settings here, I mean, there's some pretty good features there. Auto standby, automatic updates. You know, you can change all your data sharing there. So yeah, pretty decent box there. So for £40, it's pretty much, you know, it's pretty, you know, it's a good all-rounder, I would say. So yeah, first impressions anyway are pretty decent there. So there's no kind of you know, fancy interactivity or anything like that, but you know, for watching television, you know, what more do you really want? You can press the red and you can press the yellow buttons for scrolling through the TV guide, you know, more detail than that, which is quite a nice touch. So yeah, you can go for skip forward days at a time by pressing the color buttons. I guess it's probably the box is probably still downloading stuff at the moment. But yeah, you know, it seems to me to be a really good little box there. You can set reminders for later. I mean, obviously you can't record on it or anything like that because, like I say, you know, it's only a £40 box. But that being said, I'm really impressed with it. Yeah, so just taking a closer look at the remote control there, and it's got all your usual features, you know, power button, volume. It doesn't control the volume through your TV, but it does louden or quiet it through the box there. Audio description hotkey, subtitle hotkey. So like I say, you've got your EPG button, info navigation buttons there, channel changing, and again, like I say, more volume controls there. So, you know, it's a really cool little box. And I think for £40, you know, if you are an ex-Sky subscriber, maybe you've got one of these boxes here, these Sky boxes, but are sick of having to, you know, fight your way through all of the pay channels that you can't view, then yeah, it's a really good little box. Anyway, I hope this has been some use to any of you. Any questions, ask them in the comments, and I'll do my best to answer them. Take care now. Bye.